Shabbat Shalom, man. Z Lafayette. Shabbat Shalom, the holy Jimson. Let's see. Yeah, Jimo. Yeah, Gino. I gotta show this Messianic your video. I coached him about the scripture for about 30 minutes straight the other day, and he would still don't get it. A fool, right? Right. Well, the Almighty closed their eyes and stuff like that. You know, they Almighty got them like that, and their heart ain't right. Yeah. And speaking of Messianic, I'm gonna speak on something about this. Shabbat Shalom, Tonio Ben Yasharel. Pray the mighty up, bro. Shabbat Shalom, Yahweh's portion. Oh man. What man. Well they I'm gonna show you what the book say. I'm gonna prove it to you, but they're gonna call you that. I can show you what the book say. Well, yeah, they're gonna call you that, bro. I think that's some 28 where he calls us a byword and a proverb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go to Deuteronomy 20, chapter 8. Deuteronomy chapter 28, and read where it says, verse 37. Read that 28 and 37 for him.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee.
Wherever you go, they're going to call you a nigger, coon, monkey, shine, and everything else. When you get there, when you get to these strange lands. Yeah. Yeah. So that don't be surprised about that. About them calling you that. They call you that every day about when they ain't around you. Shabbat Shalom, Miss Raw, one love. Pray to mighty Yah, sister. I'm going to ask a question, too, in a few minutes. When a few more people get on here, I'm going to ask the question. It ain't got nothing to do with no money or nothing, just a question. Shabbat Shalom, daughter of Zion. Pray to mighty Yah, sister. Shabbat Shalom, being Yah. Pray to mighty Yah, bro.
soon come. The Maria. Children of Yashurun, chosen of Yahuwah, Ahurun, wore the breastplate. Moses' brother had to wear a veil, cause he was close to Abba, Hebrew meaning father. King of kings, Yahweh, praise his holy name. David is chosen prince. Levites, birth of frankincense. We had the Ark of Yah in Yerushalayim, aka Mount Zion, Mount Sinai, where we got the law. Handed to Moshe, most humble. He didn't make it in the promised land. I pray we make it in the promised land, glorious land northeast, by the Mediterranean Sea, Jordan River running parallel, in the middle throw the Yah, our people making tefillah, Muslims say salat, meaning prayer in two different tongues. This is the east we from, full of palm trees, camelback deserts and a habitat. Before we wore the fitted cap throwback, know that we really much more than slaves. All the descendants of the slave ships, Yahweh's heritage. The Maria, soon come. The Maria. Isaiah 43, it's not a mystery, it's only one. Yahuwah stretched out the heavens, Exodus trade where he gave his name. He delivered us from Egypt, I only praise the mighty I am. Rest the Sabbath day, 7th day, SAT. Read the law when you get it a chance, ASAP. Exodus 2:0, just a portion of the ancient scrolls. Y'all behold with the most high sin. Put your idols down, worship in the dust of the ground. Whether human or graven image, I wear the fringes from the book of Numbers, chapter 15, 37 to verse 39. Prostrate with my bloodline, putting in work for the most high, praying we eternally shot 12 tribes of Yahshua. The Maria,
Yeah.
the Maria, soon come. The Maria. Whoa. We ought to be ashamed, because we fell from so high above. We were the fewest people who married God and became his people. Now wanted dead by a lot of people without an equal.
Let's go to the next song.
All praise is due to the Holy One of Yahshua, creating heaven and earth. See, sometimes you gotta just sit back and evaluate how the Most High works through our lives. You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta really study ourselves, you know? Rolling through in my 25th year, straight over me. I was said,
That's the same song.
I clicked it and went to that and stayed on that. You know,
thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Children sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Children sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. All praises due to him, who is who he is, came down from out of heaven to make us his kids. Now this is serious business. And Abraham was his friend. He was considered a prince. Genesis 15:13, 400 years of slavery. True prophecy, what other people could it be? Had the babies in the cotton field, had merchants still here, murdered by the cops. So much violence without block. Heart of our prophecy, Deuteronomy 28. My people let it marinate, prophecy, reality. Scholars wanna battle me, we need not fight. I just recite what I comprehend. Can I live? Picking bread with my nation, eating spoken word melodies we travel on, surviving in Babylon. The Father we waiting on. May the judge soon come, set the record straight. Next to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Jillian sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Jillian sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. The greatest artist alive, Yahuwah, who you thought it was from his throne above, made us from the dust, stop the arrogance. We just flesh and blood, sketched out in the image of such. And it's too much for some men that back in touch. I was one for sure, had to get down low, put my face in the dirt. It's what the Father deserves, who gives power to the powers, rain to the flowers, turn crops to powder. I recognize who my maker is, and it's chosen all my relatives. Shout out to the Mo Rays who teaching the right thing. Together we all sing hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah, make it tough a lot. Round and round the clock till our bodies stop. Ain't no stopping us, we too serious. He reviving us, we his chosen ones. He reviving us, no disguising us. This is marvelous, the resurrection of a dead nation. Give thanks to the Most High, makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Give thanks to the Most High, makes us strong. When we trust in Yah, how can our life go wrong? Chillin' sang the song, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahoo the Ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today is barbecue for the fathers, the mothers, and the children. And I'm going to show you the reason why I got to do it, because it's got out of control. The father's right, the mama's right, and the kids right. Everybody right. Now that's when I'm going to barbecue everybody. But first of all, I want to ask a question. Do anybody know anybody that was conceived, was their mama was a virgin when they had them? Is any of y'all, was y'all virgin when y'all mother had y'all? Just asking a question. Do y'all know anybody that their mother was a virgin before she got pregnant? Before she had sex? Nope. Okay, anybody else? There was a virgin child, man or woman. Do y'all know anybody that was a virgin child? Their mother was a virgin when they had them. The Holy Jews say nope. Do anybody else? Oh, okay. Give me a few more answers now. Come on. It ain't hard. You either yes or no. Either you know somebody or you don't. Okay, since y'all can't answer that and don't know nobody, y'all looking at one. My mother was a virgin when she conceived me. She was married and she was a virgin. So y'all looking at one. I'm the one. And I'm going to show you what the Most High say about the first one. When you are the first man to come out your mama womb, you are chosen from Yah. And I'm going to let the book show you. So I ain't bragging. I'm just testifying and telling the truth. I'm letting y'all know that my mother was a virgin when I was conceived. She was married and she was a virgin when she had me. I'm the first son that she had. Okay, but now let me show you what the book say about the first son. Go to Numbers. Go to the book of Numbers, chapter 3. Numbers chapter 3, verse 11.
Numbers chapter 3, verse 11. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying,
Now this Yahweh talking.
And I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of all the firstborn that openeth the matrix among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine.
He said the Levites should be mine. Read.
Because all the firstborn are mine.
All the firstborn of the Levites belong to Yah. Read.
For on the day that I smote all the firstborn of the land of Egypt, I hallow unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am Yahweh.
He said, I'm Yahweh. So everything that came out first was Yahweh, man and beast, but it had to be male. Now, let's go to Numbers 8. This me right here, because I'm not no Levite, but I'm this here. Go to Numbers 8 and start at the 16th verse.
Numbers chapter 8, verse 16. For they are wholly given unto me from among the children of Israel.
They are holy unto me. That's Yahweh talking, y'all.
Instead of such as open every womb, even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel, have I taken them unto me.
He said, I've taken all the firstborn of the children to me. Read.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
All the firstborn of the children is mine. I belong to Yah. Read.
Both man and beast.
Both man and beast. He didn't say woman or girl. He said man and beast. Your first seed is your beginning of your strength. So read that again. Keep reading.
On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself.
For myself. Now read that 17 again.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
He said, all the firstborn of the children of Israel is mine. I belong to Yah. I'm not bragging. I'm testifying to show y'all that I asked the question, do y'all know anybody that was conceived, married, and was a virgin? I was, but not bragging. I'm testifying now. Now read the whole thing again. I'm letting y'all know I belong to Yah.
For they are wholly given unto me from among the children of Israel, instead of such as open every womb, even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel, have I taken them unto me.
I have taken them to me.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
Say it again.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
Say it again.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
Read.
Both man and beast.
Both man and beast. That first German Shepherd puppy to come out that German Shepherd womb belong to Yah if it's a male. Man and beast, animals and humans.
On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself.
I sanctified them for myself. Yahweh popping corn. Now, let's get started. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis 22 and 1. Genesis chapter 22, first verse.
Genesis chapter 22, verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Elohim did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, Behold, here I am. And he said, Take now thy son, thy only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
In other words, Yahweh told Abraham to go get your son and go offer him as a sacrifice.
And Abraham rose.
Burnt offering, read.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass and took two of his young men with him and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which Elohim had told him. Then on the third day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off, And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass.
Y'all stay right here with the ass. Don't come with me.
And I and the lad will go yonder and worship and come again to you.
I'll be back. I'm finna leave and go worship y'all, and I'll be back to y'all.
And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, Elohim will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together, and they came to the place which Elohim had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood.
Now Abraham laid his only son that he loved on this wood, and watch what happened.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son.
Abraham took the knife and was finna kill his son that was on the thing. Read.
And the angel of Yahweh called unto him out of heaven.
And the angel out of heaven called unto Abraham.
And said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I.
Here am I.
And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad.
Don't kill your son. That's what the angel told him.
Neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest Elohim.
Hold it. Right there, that's when the Almighty Yahweh found out that Abraham loved him more than his son. Now, this is only begotten son now, and it's the only thing he loved. But he didn't question the Most High. When the Most High tell you to do something, you just do it. You don't question him about nothing. Why? Don't never tell Yahweh why. Why this happened? Why that happened? Why you want me to do this? Why you don't? You gonna get your head knocked off when you do that. So, in other words, I'm saying if it was y'all and Yahweh would have told you to go kill your son on the altar, you would have been like questioning, scared. Why me? Why you didn't tell somebody? You know, all these old just talking back. When the Most High tell you to do something, you do it. Ain't no questions and whys and this and that. No, none of that. Now read that verse. Read that 11 again. No, start at 10.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son.
And took the knife, was finna kill his son.
And the angel of Yahweh called unto him out of heaven.
And the angel called unto Abraham out of heaven.
And said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I.
And Abraham said, Here I am.
And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad.
Don't touch your son.
Neither do thou anything unto him.
Don't do nothing to your son.
For now I know that thou fearest Elohim.
Say it again.
For now I know that thou fearest Elohim.
I know now that you fear Yahweh, the God, the Almighty. I know now because you've been tried and tested. The Almighty gonna try you and test you and see if you 1,000 with him. Your mouth will say anything, but he gonna put you through the test. He done tried me a many times on the job with white folks, everybody. I passed with flying colors. Keep reading.
Saying, Thou hast not withheld thy son, thy only son, from me.
That's right, from me. Read.
And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns.
There go a ram over there. He gonna sacrifice. Almighty made a ram appear.
And Abraham went and took the ram.
He took the ram
and offered him up for a burnt offering.
And offered this ram up for a burnt offering.
And offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
Instead of his son. The Almighty gonna try you and test you and see if you 100 with him. Everybody say they love the Most High. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When he put you through the test, you gonna fail it. Read.
And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh, as it is said to this day, in the mount of Yahweh it shall be seen. And the angel of Yahweh called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith Yahweh, for because thou hast done this thing,
because you did this thing, Abraham,
and hast not withheld thy son,
and we're finna kill your son for me. You finna kill your son for me. Y'all read.
thy only son,
Thy only son.
that in blessing I will bless thee,
I'm gonna bless you for this.
and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven.
I'm gonna multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. I'm gonna bless you, Abraham, because you obeyed the Most High.
And as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice.
Say it again. Because what?
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
Say it again.
Because thou hast obeyed my voice.
When you obey the Almighty voice, He gonna bless you and look out for you. All you got to do is be humble and do what He say do. If He tell you to go kill your son, you don't hesitate. You go do what the Most High say. Because first of all, He don't belong to you no way. I'm gonna show you that the Most High, them His kids, them ain't yours. He lent them to you. Hold it. Let's go to Genesis 29. Boy, I'm gonna get on down in this book. I'm gonna show you that them ain't your kid, them Yahweh kids. Genesis 29, start the first verse.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 1. Then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth.
Now this is the chapter that the 12 tribes of Israel started. We started right here. The 12 tribes came from 4 women. Both the 12 tribes meaning the 12 tribes of Israel, it was 12 sons. Read.
And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place. And Jacob said unto them, My brethren, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. And he said unto them, Know ye Laban the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, Rachel his daughter cometh with the sheep.
Now Jacob see this lady coming. He don't know who she is or nothing about it, but he see her coming. Read.
And he said, Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep, and go and feed them. And they said, We cannot until all the flocks be gathered together, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And it came to pass, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother.
Now this is mother's brother's daughter, so this is first cousin. Read.
When the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near, and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel, and lifted up his voice, and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob his sister's son, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house.
Now Laban is Jacob. This is nephew, and that's Jacob's uncle.
And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, Surely thou art my bone and my flesh.
We kin folks.
And he abode with him the space of a month. And Laban said unto Jacob, Because thou art my brother, shouldst thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be? And Laban had 2 daughters.
Laban had his uncle had 2 daughters. His mother, brother uncle had 2 daughters. Read.
The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
Now he liked the Rachel better than he liked the Leah. Read.
And Jacob loved Rachel, and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter.
He told his uncle, man, I'm gonna work 7 years for you for Rachel.
And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel.
He worked 7 years for Rachel.
And they seemed unto him but a few days.
It seemed like 7 days instead of 7 years.
For the love he had to her.
He loved her.
And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her.
Going into her that I might have sex with her.
And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast.
Now watch how he played a game. His own uncle played a game. A major game. Read.
And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him and went in unto her.
He brought Leah instead of Rachel.
And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me?
He tricked him. His own uncle tricked him and the marrying the Rachel, the Leah, the one he didn't want, and then he wanted Rachel, but he gave him the other one. Read.
Didn't I serve with thee for Rachel?
Did I serve for Rachel 7 years, but you gave me Leah?
Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me?
Man, why you trick me? Man, I worked 7 years for Rachel, you gonna give me the other ones. Read.
And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country.
Here go reverse psychology. This man but did in our country. We don't do it, Joe. But why you didn't explain that to him at first? Why you didn't tell him that at first? The man was slick as a can of oil. Read.
To give the younger before the firstborn.
In our country over here, when we live, we don't get a young one first. We get an older one first. No, that reverse psychology. You trick the man. Read.
Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years.
Now work with me 7 years, then you can get the real deal. You can get what you want for another 7 years. Now it's going to end up being 14 years. He had to work for 2 wives. Read.
And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also.
He gave his daughter also Rachel.
And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid to be her maid. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah.
He loved Rachel more than he did Leah. He had 2 wives.
And served with him yet 7 other years.
That means he stayed 14 years to get 2 wives.
And when Yahweh saw that Leah was hated,
when he saw that he wasn't studying Leah,
he opened her womb.
He opened her womb. He let the one that he didn't like have the kids first. He had 6 sons with this woman that he didn't like, didn't care for. But Rachel, she had kids eventually. But watch this, y'all.
But Rachel was barren.
See, the Almighty closed that womb up. He closed womb up and he opened wombs. That's when kids belong to Yah and not you. Read.
And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben.
His name was Reuben. That's the first son that he had. That's the first tribe, the Reubens.
For she said, surely Yahweh have looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me.
Now she thought he was going to love me because he had that first son, Reuben.
And she conceived again.
Now she pregnant again, a second time.
And bare a son, and said, because Yahweh hath heard that I was hated, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon.
Now she got Reuben and Simeon.
And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him 3 sons.
Now he got 3. She got 3 sons by her husband, which is Jacob.
Therefore was his name called Levi.
His name was Levi. That's where Moses came from, and Aaron, the priest.
And she conceived again and bare a son.
Now this was the tribe we come from, right here.
And she said, now will I praise Yahweh. Therefore she called his name Judah. and left bearing.
And that's the tribe that we come from, the nappy-headed Israelites in America, the tribe of Judah. Read the first, start at 31.
Genesis chapter 30, verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children,
Now she getting mad.
Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die.
Now she said, come on, give me some babies. So before I die, you better give me some babies, Jacob. Watch this, y'all.
And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel.
He was kindled against her.
And he said, am I in Elohim's stead?
I am scared of the Elohim,
who have withheld from thee the fruit of the womb.
the Almighty, the one stop you from having babies. It ain't me. I'm screwing you every day, all day. I can't help because you can't get pregnant. The Almighty don't want you to have no kids right now, but she gonna have some. But hey, what can I do? If the Almighty say don't have no kids, I can screw you all day, 24/7. Still ain't gonna have nothing. Read.
And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, going unto her.
Now I'm gonna give you my maid. I mean, she said, I'm gonna give you my maid Bilhah. You go into her, have sex with her,
and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her.
Her children gonna be mad, but no, that ain't how it gonna go. Read.
And she gave him Bilhah her handmaid to wife.
She gave her servant a handmaid to her husband Jacob, and he went into her. Read.
And Jacob went unto her,
and he had sex with her. So now he got 3 wives. Read.
And Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son.
And bare him a son.
And Rachel said, Elohim have judged me, and have also heard my voice, and have given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan.
He was Dan. That's the tribe sentiment from Dan. Read.
And Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again, and bare Jacob a second son.
Now she got a second son.
And Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. When Leah saw that she had left bearing, she took Zilpah her maid, and gave her Jacob to wife. And
now when the Almighty closed her womb up, Leah's womb up, she gave him her handmaid. Now he got 4 wives. Read.
And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad.
And his name was Gad.
And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a second son. And Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest, and found mandrakes in the field, and brought them unto his mother Leah.
Now these mandrakes is marijuana. This kush, this loud they smoking today. Read.
Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes.
Give me that marijuana, that weed.
And she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband?
Now they arguing and debating over him.
And wouldst thou take away my son's mandrakes also?
Would you take away that marijuana, that weed, them trees, reefer, smoke, gas, pressure, all that they call it, reed, wood?
And Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrake.
For the son mandrake, lie for them for these marijuana I'm going to give you. Hired for marijuana, read.
And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes.
Come into me. I'm the one giving you a pound of reefer. I'm going to give you a pound of smoke, sesame, Acapulco, gold, and skunk. So I'm going to give you this weed. And read it. Watch this. I'm going to read it. And Jacob came unto the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him, and said, thou must come into me. You must have sex with me. I surely have hired thee with my son Mandrake. Hear this marijuana. Come on, get down on me and hump me to death. Read.
And he lay with her that night.
And he lay with her that night.
And Elohim hearkened unto Leah.
And Elohim hearkened. He didn't get, the Almighty was still on the scene. He didn't get mad for us smoking weed, for them transacting that marijuana for sex. Read.
And she conceived.
And then she conceived and had a baby. Read.
And bare Jacob the 5th son.
That's right.
And Leah said, Elohim have given me my hire. because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar.
Issachar.
And Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son.
So now he got 6 sons by Leah, his first wife, which he didn't care too much for.
And Leah said, Elohim have endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons.
I got 6 sons by one woman, and I got the rest of them by the other 3 women. Read.
And she called his name Zebulun. And afterwards she bare a daughter, and called her name Dinah.
They had one sister. It was 12 sons and 1 daughter.
And Elohim remembered Rachel.
He remembered her.
And Elohim hearkened to her.
He listened to her.
And opened her womb.
And opened her womb where she can get pregnant. The Almighty running it. He run that vagina. You don't run nothing. That's mean you ain't supposed to have no abortion. Yeah, miscarriage, because the Almighty give miscarriage. I'm going to talk about the miscarriage too. I'm going to show you how the Most High give a woman a miscarriage. Keep reading.
And she conceived and bare a son, and said, Elohim have taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph.
Joseph. Cold piece of work.
And said, Yahweh shall add to me another son. And it came to pass, when Rachel had born Joseph,
Rachel born Joseph,
that Jacob said unto Laban, Send me away, that I may go unto my own place.
I'm going back where I come from. Send me away. Give me my wife so I can go, man. Read.
And to my country.
I'm going back to the land where I come from.
Give me my wives and my children.
Give me my wives and my children. I got 4 wives and 12 kids. Children. Read.
For whom I have served thee.
I have served you for 14 years, and I serve you another 6 years. Read.
And let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned by experience that Yahweh hath blessed me for thy sake.
That's right. I learned from experience that Yahweh love you and not me. That's right. Okay, I just wanted to prove that that's where the 12 tribes of Israel come from, the people of the day. So let's go to, that was what, 30? Genesis 30?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Exodus. I think I want Exodus 1. Okay, hold on. It ain't in that Bible. I gotta get this one in. Exodus chapter 1, and start at the first verse.
Exodus chapter 1, verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied.
And remember, we were fruitful, increasing abundantly. Read.
And waxed exceeding mighty. And the land.
Speak up a little bit, Cologne. Can y'all hear him? Yeah, talk up a little bit. Yeah.
And the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold.
Now watch what this new king say, y'all.
The people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
We got more people. We got more nappy-headed Israelites than us.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Let us figure out how to do something. Let's sit down at the table, y'all have a meeting, and we're going to figure out how to get rid of these Israelites. Read. Watch this.
Lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
The more they oppressed us, the more we had babies and sex. Black folks is having more sex than anybody in the world. We stay horny. Read.
And there were greed because of the children of Israel, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with regard.
Hard bondage.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with regard.
That's right, hard bondage. Now watch this.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives.
To the Hebrew midwives, she the one that had a baby. Midwives was the women back then. They didn't go to the doctor. They had midwives to deliver the babies back then. Hebrew midwives. Watch this.
Of which the name of the one was Sipra.
Sipra was one name, and the other one was Pua.
And the name of the other Pua. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women.
This Egyptian told her, when these Israelite women had these babies, kill them. That's what he said. Now watch this.
And see them upon the stools. If it be a son.
If it be a son, you kill it. But if it be a daughter, let the daughter live. Read.
Then ye shall kill him.
Kill him. That's what they told the midwives. Now they supposed to be listening to him. That's who the midwife gonna listen to. The Pharaoh or Yah. Read.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared Elohim.
The midwife feared Yah. They wasn't stuck what he was talking about. Y'all probably would have went on, had an abortion and killed the baby like the man said. They feared the Almighty. Read.
And did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
And didn't listen to no man. Did not listen to no man at all. They listened to the Almighty. So they wasn't finna kill them kids. Oh man, they didn't pass the law. Now you got to kill the firstborn in Egypt, which is a male, and the women, you got to let them live. Now read that again, because I want this to sink in their head. Start at 16.
And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women.
When you go to work and this woman finna have a baby.
And see them upon the stool.
And you see it up on the stool coming out.
If it be a son.
If it be a son.
Then ye shall kill him.
Now that's what the Egyptians, they kill the son.
But if it be a daughter.
If it's a daughter.
Then she shall live.
Let the daughter live. Kill the son and let the daughter live. That's what the man gave order. It's a law they passed back then.
But the midwives feared Elohim.
But the midwife wasn't standing. They go on no abortion clinics.
And did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
Don't listen to these people. Then they pass these laws talking about you can have an abortion and all that junk. You are allowed. Read.
But save the men, children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives.
Now he called for the king because he heard they disobeyed him. They wasn't studying what he was talking about. Read.
And said unto them.
And said to the midwife.
Why have ye done this thing?
Why you didn't kill them boys like I told you to? Why you didn't do like that law I passed? And because they ain't studying them. Read.
And have saved the men, children alive.
And you saved the men, children alive. I passed the law and say kill them. Read.
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh.
They told Pharaoh.
Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
We ain't like the Egyptians. We Hebrews. We ain't like y'all have abortions and all that old kind of junk. Y'all get rid of your kids, sacrifice them, throw them in the fire, and Molech. Y'all hate y'all kids. Read.
For they are lively.
They are lively. We having sex every 5 minutes. We having a baby like rabbits.
And are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Therefore Elohim dealt well with the midwives.
Yahweh dealt well with the midwives because they listen to Yah. You understand me? Read.
And the people multiplied.
And we kept having sex.
And waxed very mighty.
And got very mighty. We kept them pregnant. 15 and 20 babies out of one woman.
And it came to pass, because the midwives feared Elohim.
They feared Yah.
That he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river.
Every son that y'all find, kill them. Okay, now that's all I wanted right now. Let's go to Judges. Judges 13, Judges 13 and 24.
Judges chapter 13, verse 24. And the woman bare a son and called his name Samson, and the child grew, and Yahweh blessed him.
Yahweh blessed his child. That's right. He'll bless your child and he'll curse your child. He do both of them. Now let's go to 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 2. 1 Samuel chapter 2, start at 18.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 18. But Samuel ministered before Yahweh, being a child.
He wasn't no but a child. He was ministering to the people.
Girded with a linen ephod.
Girded with a linen ephod. Had that vest on. I think it was in purple and blue. Had a vest over his ephod.
Moreover, his mother made him a little coat.
Mother made him a little coat.
And brought it to him from year to year.
Year to year.
When she came up with her husband to offer the yearly sacrifice.
Read.
And Eli blessed Elkanah and his wife, and said, Yahweh give thee seed of this woman for loan which is lent to Yahweh. And they went unto their own home. And Yahweh visited Hannah, and Yahweh visited Hannah so that she conceived.
When he visited her, she got pregnant.
And bare 3 sons and 2 daughters. And the child Samuel grew before Yahweh. Now Eli was very old, and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel.
Now his sons was wicked now.
And how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
How they had sex with the women, tricking the women out their vagina and having sex with her, because they daddy was a big shot, and they figure, oh, I'm going to give it to you anyway. Read.
And he said unto them, why do ye such things?
Why you doing this stuff, having this sex and around the temple?
For I hear of your evil dealings by all this people.
I hear what you doing.
Nay, my sons, for it is no good report that I hear.
I don't hear no good report about you running around here sleeping with all these women.
Ye make Yahweh's people to transgress.
You make them to transgress.
If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against Yahweh, who shall entreat for him?
That's right. If a man sin against Yahweh, who going to treat for him?
Notwithstanding, they hearkened not to the voice of their father.
They kept on being rotten, no good, and dirty. His sons weren't step what he was saying. He told them to stop. They kept going. Read.
Because Yahweh would slay them. And the child Samuel grew on and was in favor both with Yahweh and also with man.
Yahweh favored Samuel as a child.
And there came a man of Elohim unto Eli and said unto him, Thus saith Yahweh, did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon my altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel? Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and at my offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people?
Now he respected his rotten sons more than him.
Wherefore Yahweh Elohim of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father shall walk before me forever. But now Yahweh saith, be it far from me, for them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed.
That's right, Ray.
Behold, the days come that I will cut off thy arm and the arm of thy father's house.
Arm of your father's house.
that there shall not be an old man in thine house,
They ain't gonna live long.
and thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, and all the wealth which Elohim shall give Israel, and there shall not be an old man in thy house forever, and the man of thine whom I shall not cut off from my altar shall be to consume thine eyes and to grieve thine heart, and all the increase of thy house shall die in the flower of their age.
Okay, now let's go to 2 Samuel. Think of 2 Samuel 12. Start the first verse.
2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. And Yahweh sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds,
The rich man had everything.
but the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb,
The poor man had just one lamb,
which he had bought and nursed up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drink of his own cup,
In other words, it was a pet. This animal was a pet.
and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd.
He didn't want nothing out of his own flock. He got rich, he rich and got everything, but he want this poor man's lamb. Read.
To dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb,
Took the poor man lamb. He got plenty of lamb, but he gonna take the poor man lamb
and dressed it for the man that was come to him.
and killed it and ate it.
And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man.
When he was listening to this story, he got mad.
And he said to Nathan, as Yahweh liveth, the man that have done this thing shall surely die,
The man that done this should surely die. Watch this.
and he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing,
He should give him 4 foals. That's 80 lambs.
and because he had no pity.
Because this man didn't have no pity. Now, King David don't know this him.
And Nathan said to David, thou art the man.
You the man.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
I kept Saul from killing you. Yahweh said, I delivered you and gave you everything. Kept Saul from killing you. Read.
And I gave thee thy master's house,
I gave you master's house.
and thy master's wives into thy bosom,
I gave you plenty of wives to lay in your bosom.
and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little,
If that wasn't enough, King David,
I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
I would give you 5 more Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and wives, and whatever else you want. If that wasn't enough.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahweh?
Listen, when you despise the commandment of Yahweh, this was going to happen. That's when I'm going to barbecue the fathers, the mothers, and the children. But I ain't done yet. Keep reading.
To do evil in his sight,
To do evil in the eyes of Yah. When you break his commandments, you're doing evil in the eyes of Yah. Read.
thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword,
You have had Uriah the Hittite killed. You put him on the front line to make sure he was killed in the army. Read.
and hast taken his wife to be thy wife,
And you took that man's wife and made her your wife, which was a sin,
and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon.
and that's right, had him killed.
Now,
A hit man had put a hit out on him. They called it a hit now. He put a hit out on the man and had him killed and to get his wife.
now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house.
The reason why the sword never departed from King David's house is because of this. The Almighty will curse your kids on down the road. So they come from way back. It don't come from right now. You being cursed, plague, and punishment for some way back then they did. Now check this lick out. Keep reading.
Because thou hast despised me,
Because you despise Yah,
and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house.
I'm going to raise up evil in your house. That's when you got evil in your house because of what your forefathers did. Your mother's mother did. Your daddy's daddy did. You paying for that. Keep reading.
And I will take thy wives before thine eyes.
I'm going to take your wives, David, before your eyes.
And give them unto thy neighbor.
And I'm going to give them to your sons. Because his son name was, what was his son name? Absalom. Absalom was his son trying to kill his own daddy, had sex with his 10 of his concubines, and played a game. Then he made, what was it, Amnon? Amnon raped his own sister. They had different moments and stuff, but it just was a lot of confusion and chaos in the fact. And it came from what David did. Read.
And he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son.
That's right.
For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against Yahweh.
He admitted, I have sinned. That's what you got to do. Admit. You got to humble yourself and admit that you have sinned against Yah. He admitted, read.
And Nathan said unto David, Yahweh also hath put away thy sin.
He had put away he forgot about your sin, David. Watch this.
Thou shalt not die.
I ain't going to kill you, David, but I'm going to do something else to you. Read.
Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of Yahweh to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
The child that's pregnant by Bathsheba gonna surely die. It's gonna live 7 days, but it's gonna die. Why? Because King David has sinned and broke the commandments of Yah. Same thing will happen to you. You think you better than David? Boy, he gonna do the same thing to y'all and me if I play a game. Read.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and Yahweh struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick.
He made the child get very sick. He struck this baby. Now, this is a baby. This is an infant now. This baby didn't live but 7 days. The Almighty break it off in all ages. He don't care what nobody no age. Read.
David therefore besought Elohim for the child.
He besought Elohim for the child.
And David fasted.
He fasted and eat nothing.
And went in and lay all night upon the earth.
He laid up on the earth all night and didn't eat nothing. Read.
And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth.
They went to pick him up.
But he would not.
Man, y'all leave me alone. I'm fasting for my son. Leave me alone. Read.
Neither did he eat bread with them.
He wasn't studying there. He trying to save his son.
And it came to pass on the 7th day that the child died.
The child only lived 7 days and it died. Why? Because King David sinned against Yah. Read.
And all the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead.
They were scared to tell him his child was dead.
For they said, Behold, while the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would now hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered,
when he seen him whispering, he knew it was dead. Read.
David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, Is the child dead?
Hey, y'all, is the child dead, man?
And they said, He is dead.
Now watch this.
Then David arose from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of Yahweh.
He came into the house of Yahweh. Watch this.
And worship.
And worship. He didn't get mad at y'all. You can't get mad at y'all when you done sin first. How y'all gonna get mad at Yahweh for killing y'all kids, killing your daddies and your mamas? I'm gonna get on down in the book now. Keep reading.
Then he came to his own house. And when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then said his servants unto him, What thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive. But when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread.
When the child dead, ain't no sense of me keep on fasting. He dead. So I might as well go and eat. Read.
And he said, while the child was yet alive,
I fasted and wept.
I fasted and wept, for I said, who can tell whether Elohim will be gracious to me?
I did it because I didn't know if Yahweh was going to be gracious or not. But at this point, he was not gracious. Sometime he gracious and sometime he not. We don't know. We can't think for Yah. When you pray and stuff like, you don't know what Yahweh going to do. He looking at your heart. Read. But he could have killed King David, but he killed his son. Read.
That the child may live.
That the child may live. We don't know if the child, we don't know, but I'm going to fast anyway, and I'm going to weep anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, because I don't know if the Almighty going to have mercy on me and let the child live. Read.
But now he is dead.
But now he dead.
Wherefore should I fast?
Why should I keep fasting and he dead? I can't bring him back. He gone. Read.
Can I bring him back again?
Can I bring him back again? No, because when Yahweh kill you, it's a wrap.
I shall go to him.
I should go to my dead son's funeral, but he can't come to mine.
But he shall not return to me.
He can't come to me because he dead. Read. Now watch this.
And David comforted Bathsheba, his wife.
Now David comforted. He went on, the Almighty went on accepting him. After he punished him and plagued him, he said, well, go on, get your wife. You know, you took in everything, but you paid for it, though. You paid. Read.
And went in unto her.
Had sex with her.
And lay with her.
And lay with her.
And she bare a son.
And she bare a son. And his name was Solomon, and Yahweh loved him. Read.
And he called his name Solomon, and Yahweh loved him.
What? Say it again.
And Yahweh loved him.
Say it again.
And Yahweh loved him.
He loved him, but the first one he killed because he played a game and he violated. You don't never know how y'all gonna do it, but I'm gonna get on down in this book in a few minutes. Now I think that's all I want. That was yeah. Okay. Now go to Psalms. And then I want some Proverbs. Psalms 127. So let me see. I think 127. Let's see which verse out. Psalm 127 and 3.
Psalms chapter 127, verse 3. Lo, children are inheritance of Yahweh.
Children are the inheritance of Yah. You better not have no abortion. The children inherit Yah. Read.
And the fruit of the womb is his reward.
The fruit of your womb is the reward of the children. You supposed to have kids. Read it again.
Lo, children are a heritage of Yahweh.
They are inheritance of Yah, meaning they come from him. That's our inheritance.
And the fruit of the womb is his reward.
And the fruit of your vagina, the womb, is the reward. Because when your baby come out, that's a reward from Yah. Now go to Proverbs. Talking about having abortion. And I had kids. No, you don't hate you hate the way you raised them. Train up a child when he's young, when he get old, he won't depart. It's the way you raise kids. Kids born in this earth, they don't know nothing. When that child come out your vagina, he dumb as a box of rocks. He don't know nothing. Only thing he know is what he see and what he hear when he get older. We'll talk about it now. Psalms 20 and let me see. What I say 20 and 11.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11. Even a child is known by his doings.
Even a child is known by his doings. When you see him growing up, you're going to know whether he's going to jail or he's going to college. Well, that is a joke, going to jail. Oh, this one over here going to college. Read.
Whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
Whether it be pure, whether it be right. Because you know when them kids young, you looking at them grow up, some of them got penitentiary in them, and some of them got college in them. Read it again.
Even a child is known by his doings.
Even a child, you know what he's doing. You know he called his sister a B. He go to school and called his teacher a B. And when your teacher tell you he called me a B, you don't believe her. You retarded fool. That means the Almighty gonna knock your head off and make that same child that call her a B kill you or do something to you and hurt you. Snatch a person and go buy some crack with it. That's when the Almighty turn the kids on the parent. Because they accept their BS. You uphold your child when he wrong. You know he ain't worth 2 dead fly, but you still take up for him. You know that. So I'll read it again.
Even a child is known by his doings, whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
You gonna know. Okay, skip on down to 20.
Verse 20. Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness.
Whoever cussed their father, mother, I ain't never cussed my father, mother. I know y'all got kids, then they cuss y'all out. If they was in the land, they'd be dead. And soon the Almighty kill them. You crying and hollering, and he disrespect you, call you B's, MFs, everything. But you love him. You a retarded fool. If you love your son and daughter, go sit down, boy. Go sit down. Listen, read that again.
Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness.
If you curse your father and mother out back in the biblical day, they kill you. And I'm going to get that verse. What was that? That was Proverbs 20 what? No, that was 20. Go to Proverbs 22. 22 and 6. Proverbs 22 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up a child the way he should go.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
If you train a child up in Christianity or Islam, that's the way he gonna go. That's when they brainwash, bamboozle, hoodwink. You to train them up in Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Baptist, Methodist, Catholic, Christian. When you train a child up in there, that's all he know. Then when he get grown and go out there and hear the truth, it sound crazy to him. It sound mad, but all they ever heard, JC died for your sins. He's God only begotten son. You got to go through him to get to the Father. That's how you was raised. That's the way you gonna go. Listen, I wasn't that type of guy. I wasn't studying Christianity. I was studying Islam at one time, but never Christianity. Read that again.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
When you train a child up in Christmas, a Christmas tree up, his kids gonna celebrate Christmas. His kids gonna celebrate Christmas. It's a tradition. It's gonna go on and on and on with no stop. On and on and on with no stop. Almighty gonna knock your head off. Keep knocking it with no stop. Read.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's when it's so hard for these people to change. Because when he get old, you can't tell him nothing. He a fool that's gonna die without knowledge. Most people are fools because they've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. And when you try to show them what Yahweh said, they say, well, my grandmama lived to get 100 years old. She ate pork all her life. What that mean? That ain't got nothing to do with the price of bacon. Or they have an excuse. Well, my mama raised me on swine. Well, my mama raised me on holiday. So, but when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. I don't care how I want to call it something else, mother and your grandmama raised you. Listen, it's what y'all say, not what your grandmama and mama say, because your grandmama and mama ain't got no hell or heaven to put your tail in. In the end of the day, they going to have to go before y'all and you. So if you trust in your mom and your daddy and everybody, when it comes to this book, then you a retarded fool. Hold on. That was what? Let's skip on down to 15.
Verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
But a rod, you supposed to whoop your child. A rod gonna get him right. Because if you don't whoop him, them Gentiles gonna whoop him in the courtroom. They're gonna get 20, 30 years. That's a whooping. So you best to whoop him at home. You whoop him, then to let the government and the system whoop him. Read that again.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
That's right, drive it far from him. Okay, let's go to let me see. 20. Let me see if I want some more. Okay, 22 and start 24. Verse 22 and 24.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man.
Don't make no friendship with no angry man. Man always mad, upset, and disgusted. Don't make friend with him.
And with a furious man thou shalt not go.
And you ain't supposed to go with no furious man, always angry and mad. Ain't never happy. Read.
Lest thou learn his ways.
Lest you learn the ways of him, being angry just like him. Because you're going to have the same energy that he got. The same energy. You around negative people, you're going to have negative energy too. Try to be around positive people, not negative people, because they're going to throw you off the square. Read.
And get a snare to thy soul.
And get a snare. It's going to be a snare to thy soul. Now read that again.
Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to
No, I'm talking about 24.
Make no friendship with an angry man.
Don't make no friendship with an angry man.
And with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways.
Lest you learn his ways. That's right. Okay, let's go to 23 and 13. Proverbs 23 and 13.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child.
Do not withhold correction. Correct your child. Don't hold back. Hurt his feelings. Don't care nothing about him crying. Hurt his feelings and make him cry. Don't hold back for correction.
For if thou beatest him with a rod,
if you whoop him with a switch and a switch in a belt,
he shall not die.
Yahweh say he ain't gonna die. A whooping good for kids. What you mean don't whoop your child? That's a good. If you don't whoop him, them white folks gonna whoop him for you.
Thou shalt beat him with the rod.
Beat him with the rod. Break it off in him. Don't kill him now or send him to the hospital. They ain't talking about that kind of whooping, but you chastise him.
And shall deliver his soul from hell.
This was going to deliver his soul from hell, keeping him from going to hell. Because them Gentiles going to make sure they're going to break it off in him when they whoop him. You rather whoop your kids or the white folks to whoop them. Because they sure going to whoop them in 25 and 30 years. Read.
My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reign shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahweh all the day long.
All the day long.
For surely there is an end, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thy heart in the way. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh.
Don't be among these people, wine bibblers and riotous eaters of flesh.
For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty.
A drunk person ain't going to have nothing. He going to be broke. He ain't going to never have nothing because this man focus on drinking. That's all he want to do is stay drunk.
And drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee.
Hearken to your father.
And despise not thy mother when she is old.
And don't just hate your mama when she get old.
Buy the truth and sell it not.
Buy the truth and sell it not.
Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice.
The father of the righteous got righteous kid. He gonna be happy.
And he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him.
Of joy of him. He ain't never been to jail. He ain't never did this wicked stuff that they do in the street. He ain't never caused you to got to burn him out for $5,000. He done shot somebody. He got to do always in trouble. See, when your child always in trouble, you having a headache. But your kid, Almighty make your kids right because you was right. You wasn't right. You ain't raised them right. You ain't raised them up in the law. How many of y'all that sat down and read the commandments to your kids and told them, thou shalt not do this? None of y'all, I ain't gonna say none of y'all, but most of y'all ain't. I bet most of y'all parents ain't never read the commandments to your children. No, you ain't. That's when they like the ears. Because you ain't teaching them the way. It say, train up a child in the way he should go. When he get old, he ain't gonna fall. If you could train him up in the commandments and laws and statutes, he wouldn't be in jail. He wouldn't be dead. He wouldn't be hard-headed. He'll obey you. You tell him to take out the trash, he look at you and say, I took it out yesterday, and it's Tommy's turn to take it out. He on the game playing. Cut the game off and get in the bed. 2 hours later, you come in the room, he still got the game on playing the game. You knock his head off.
Thy father and thy mother shall be glad.
Your father and mother will be glad when they got kids to do right.
And she that bare thee shall rejoice.
And the mama that had them gonna rejoice. That's all I needed. She gonna be glad about her kids. Man, my kids, they very mannerable. They very respectful. They do this, they do that. When I tell them something, they don't wait 15 minutes to do it, and they hurry up and do it. These kids nowadays, you tell them to do something, they take their time and do it. Wait till I get off the phone, mama. Wait till this game over with, mama. With this and that, and you go along with the BS. Ain't no child supposed to never tell no mama to wait or your daddy to wait. Wait till this, wait till that. You supposed to knock their head off. I ain't waiting on nothing. Wait broke the bridge. I can't wait. What was that proverb? What was that? That was 25?
23.
Oh, it was 23. Let me see. Oh, you didn't read the 25?
Chapter 23.
No, I'm saying verse.
Stopped at verse 25.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Go to Proverbs 29. And 29 and 15.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom.
Rod give wisdom.
But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
A child that ain't got no guide, ain't got no overseer, ain't got nobody else bring his child to shame. She out in the club all night, all day, gone, ain't never gonna shame you one day. And don't raise a kid, don't stay at home. That's right. That's let's see. Keep reading.
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall.
Righteous gonna see them fall. Read.
Correct thy son.
You supposed to correct your child, your son.
And he shall give thee rest.
Then you ain't gonna have to worry about burning them out of jail or going up to the school and won't nobody watch them because they too bad. No, ain't. Your sister won't even watch your kids because they bad. They gonna come in the house and break everything and running all through, jumping up on the couches and playing football in the house and all that junk. Read that again.
Correct thy son.
Correct your son. Teach your son how to be mannerable, how to go to somebody's house and sit down and shut your mouth and be polite. And Miss Johnson, can I have a glass of water? Yes. Hey woman, I'm thirsty.
And he shall give thee rest.
And he should give thee rest.
Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keep the law, happy is he.
Okay, that's all I need. Let's go to Proverbs 30. And let me see. 30 and 11. Proverbs 30 and 11.
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 11. There is a generation that curseth their father.
This the generation that we living in that curses father.
And do not bless their mother.
And do not bless their mother. They do not respect their mother. They curse their father and they do not respect their mother. Read it again.
There is a generation that curseth their father.
And this are the generation that we living in right now. Because back then we didn't do this. When I was coming up, wasn't no such thing as a child talking back to the mama or the daddy, telling them what they ain't gonna do or what they gonna do. You can't tell me nothing and this and that. all that. If you got a stepson, the child got the stepfather to the stepson say, you ain't my dad, you can't tell me nothing. I can tell you everything. Take them shoes, them $100 shoes I bought off. And every time you go in that refrigerator, that's my food. Every time you sit on that toilet, you flushing my water. I can always tell you something. Because you in my house and you gonna live by what I say. And the mama supposed to be with me. Well, if them kids bad and she know they bad, she supposed to take the man's side and not riding no good, dirty kids. I don't care if the man is the stepfather. If he paying the cost to be the boss, he taking care of her and them kids, they supposed to listen. If I go out there and tell you to cut the grass, you supposed to go cut it. I don't want to hear about Tony. I cut it yesterday. It's Tony's turn. No. Get out of my house. Get your tail up out of here. Because when I tell you something, you better do it. What was that? That was what I tell you? Proverbs 30.
Yeah.
And what I say, 11. Yeah, read that again.
There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother.
That's right. This is the generation we living in. Now go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 13. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king.
Then a poor child, a poor and wise child is better than an old foolish king. That's right. Now go to 11 and let me see. Ecclesiastes 11. I think I want 5. Right. Yeah, that's what I want. Ecclesiastes 11 and 5.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the spirit.
Just like you don't know the way of a spirit, you can't define spirit.
Nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child.
You don't know and understand how them bones go inside that womb or in that stomach of that body. Now watch who do it. Read.
Even so, thou knowest not the works of Elohim who maketh all.
You don't know that the Almighty make it all. The Almighty, the one made them bones grow inside their body and do it all. Read that again.
As thou knowest not what is the way of the spirit.
You don't know the way of the spirit.
Nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child.
You can't explain to me how them bones is growing inside that woman's stomach. You can't explain that to me. How them bones go inside, only to read.
Even so, thou knowest not the works of Elohim who maketh all.
And you don't know the works that Almighty make a tree grow. You can't explain to me how a tree grow. You put a seed in the ground, yeah, but you can't explain to me how it grow, though. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Go to Isaiah. No, Isaiah 3. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Let's see. Isaiah 3, chapter 3, verse 4 and 5.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes.
Almighty said, I'm going to make your own kids the boss. They going to tell you what to do and what they ain't going to do. That's a curse and a plague from Yah. Yahweh said, I will give children to be your princes. That means they're going to be over you, telling you I ain't taking out nothing. If you call you a B, them kind of words, read.
And babes shall rule over them.
And your baby's telling you what to do and what they ain't going to do. A baby.
And the people shall be oppressed.
And the people going to be oppressed by these young folks.
Everyone by another.
Everyone by another.
And everyone by his neighbor.
All the neighbor kids disrespect their neighbor. They ain't going to do nothing right for their neighbors.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
What you looking at? I ain't got to talk to you. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. I ain't no. Talk back and do all this retarded stuff. They proud and ancient against you.
And the base against the honorable.
And the Lord's against the honorable. That's what all I need. Let me get let's see. Skip on down to 16.
Verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Now he's talking about the women that's haughty. These women now, they're talking about the Israelite women.
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
They walk with their necks stretched up and just a prancing and stuff and shaking that booty. And it's talking about them women. They're high up.
Walking and mincing as they go.
They walking and their booty jangling and switching. They know the man looking at it as they go.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
And making a tinkling with their feet. Making that noise with them high heels. Clicker, clicker, clicker. Making the heels where you can hear them.
Therefore Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
That's right.
And Yahweh will discover their secret parts.
He gonna discover your secret parts. Read.
And that day Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet.
He gonna take away them toe rings. You got rings on your toe, and you got that little chain around your ankle. He gonna take away that.
And their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets.
Chains and the bracelets.
And the mufflers, the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs.
Ornaments of the legs.
And the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and nose jewels.
The nose jewel they wear, they gonna take that away, get that ring out your nose. Nose jewels.
The changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils.
He gonna take it all away from you. This is what he gonna do for you.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink.
Instead of wearing that perfume, that $200 and $300 bottle perfume, it smells good. It's gonna start stinking.
And instead of a girdle, a rent. And
instead of wearing nice clothes, they're gonna be tore up.
And instead of well set hair, baldness.
Instead of your pretty long hair, you're gonna be bald headed. There's more bald headed black women in America than anywhere else.
And instead of a stomacher, a burning of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty.
Gonna be burning instead of beauty. You ain't gonna be beautiful no more. You're gonna be burning.
Thy men shall fall by the sword.
And the men gonna fall by the sword, gonna get killed.
And thy mighty in the war.
And mighty in the war. Okay, that's what I needed. That was let's see. Isaiah 49. Let's see. 49. Okay, 49 and 15.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child?
It said, "Can a woman forget all about her kids? Get her kids to her mama. Get her kids to the relative. Give it to a foster home. Give it up to adoption." That's what the mama gonna do. Can a woman give her kids up for adoption?
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb.
That she ain't got no more compassion on her son in the womb. Boy, I can't stand you. Get on away from me. I ain't fixing you nothing to eat. I ain't studying. Then turn their back on their kids.
Yea, they may forget.
Your mama may forget you.
Yet will I not forget thee.
Yahweh said, I ain't gonna forget you though. That's right. When your mama turn her back on the kids and ain't studying them, Yahweh said, I got you. Read it again.
Can a woman forget her sucking child?
Yes, she can. Because a lot of them ain't studying their kids. Won't feed them, won't take care of them, won't make sure they brush their teeth, won't do nothing. But they will love to have sex, though. Love to beg a man out his money. You chasing money and honey and ain't thinking about your kids. Read.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb.
How could you turn your back on your kids when you had them? How could you not be a mother and you had your children? It's gonna say, I'm gonna show you. The Almighty said, an animal got more love for their baby than you. Read.
Yea, they may forget,
They may forget.
yet will I not forget thee.
I ain't gonna forget you. Y'all say, I ain't gonna forget you. Your mama forgot you, but I ain't gonna forget you. Okay, that's let's see. Go to Psalm 89. Let me see. I think, let's see, 89. Okay, 89 and 30.
Psalms chapter 89, verse 30. If his children forsake my law,
If your children forsake the Almighty Yahweh's law,
and walk not in my judgments,
and do not walk in Yahweh's judgments,
if they break my statutes,
if your children break Yahweh's statutes,
and keep not my commandments,
and if your children do not keep Yahweh's commandments,
then will I visit their transgression with the rod,
then I'm going to knock their head off.
and their iniquity with stripes.
That's right. I'm going to knock their head off.
Nevertheless, my loving kindness will I not utterly take from him.
Okay, that's all I need. And if you don't keep his commandment, he going to take care of you. Okay, let's go to Psalms 27. and 10.
Psalms chapter 27, verse 10. When my father and my mother forsake me,
when my father and my mother forget all about me, abandon me, or give me away, put me away for adoption, let my grandma raise me,
then Yahweh will take me up.
Then Yahweh gonna step in and take me up. That's right. Yahweh first, then your parents. Because they sometime might not be studying you. Read that again.
When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up.
That's right. Take me up. Now let's go to Job 19. Then Yahweh gonna step in. Job 19. Job 19 and 14.
Job chapter 19, verse 14. My kinsfolk have failed.
My kinfolk failed.
And my familiar friends have forgotten me.
All the one I thought was my friend, they forgotten about me.
They that dwell in my house.
The people that live in my house.
And my maids. Count me for a stranger.
I sound like a stranger to them.
I am an alien in their sight.
I'm just like an alien in their sight, but they're in my house now.
I called my servant. And he gave me no answer.
And he heard me, but he wasn't listening. He didn't answer me. Read.
I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife.
I sound like a German or a Russian. She can't understand English no more.
Though I entreated for the children's sake of my own body.
My own children's sake, they came from my body. I made them.
Yea, young children despise me.
My own kids despise me.
I arose, and they spake against me.
When I raise up, they talk about me, call me MFs, son of us, all kind of words.
All my inward friends abhorred me.
All my inward friends hate me.
And they whom I loved are turned against me.
Everybody that I love hate me. They're turning against me because I'm righteous and they wicked. That's all I wanted with that. They wicked now. Let's go to did I read Jim? Let's see. Listen, let's go to Deuteronomy. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 11. I think I want 11. Deuteronomy 11. And start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 1. Therefore thou shalt love Yahweh thy Elohim, and keep his charge, and his statutes, and his judgments, and his commandments always.
This is the only way that you can love Yahweh. If you do it like this, if you go to church, believe in the New Testament, JC, you hate Yahweh. Then read it again. This is the only way that you can love Yah.
Therefore thou shalt love Yahweh thy Elohim.
This how you love Yah.
And keep his charge.
Keep Yahweh charge.
And his statutes.
And his statutes.
And his judgment.
And his judgment.
And his commandments.
And his commandments. How long? For 5 years, 10 years, or 1 day?
Always.
Always keep them. Not some of the time, not most of the time, not a few. Always keep them.
And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children which have not known, and which have not seen the chastisement of Yahweh your Elohim, his greatness, his mighty hand, and his stretched out arm, and his miracles, and his acts, which he did in the midst of Egypt unto Pharaoh the king of Egypt, and unto all his land, and what he did unto the army of Egypt, unto their horses, and to their chariots, how he made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursued after you, and how Yahweh hath destroyed them unto this day, and what he did unto you in the wilderness until ye came into this place, and what he did unto Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, the son of Reuben, how the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their households, and their tents, and all the substance that was in their possession in the midst of all Israel. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of Yahweh which he did.
Yeah, they seen what Yahweh did with their eyes.
Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong, and go in and possess the land, whether ye go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which Yahweh swore unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed, a land that floweth with milk and honey. For the land whether thou goest in to possess it is not as the land of Egypt, from whence ye came out, where thou sowest thy seed and waterest it with thy foot, as a garden of herbs. But the land whither ye go to possess it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which Yahweh thy Elohim careth for. The eyes of Yahweh thy Elohim are always upon it, from the beginning of the year even until the end of the year. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments which I command you this day, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul.
What verse you at?
14.
Okay, skip on down to 19. No, read 16.
Verse 16. Take heed to yourselves that your heart be not deceived.
That you don't be tricked.
And you turn aside.
And you start going to the New Testament, believe in the Quran and the New Testament.
And serve other gods and worship them.
That's right. Now skip on down to 19.
Verse 19. And ye shall teach them your children.
You should teach this to your children.
Speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house.
When you sitting in the house, you speak this to your children.
And when thou walkest by the way.
When you walking down the hallway of the house.
When thou liest down.
Before you lie down.
And when thou risest up.
And when you get up in the morning, you teach them this.
And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house.
Right upon the doorposts of your house.
And upon thy gates.
How many of y'all got them in your house? Probably half of y'all. Read.
That your days may be multiplied.
Your days may be multiplied.
And the days of your children.
In the days of your children.
And the land which Yahweh swore unto your fathers to give them.
That's right. Read.
As the days of heaven upon the earth. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you.
Say, if you diligently, seriously keep all the commandments which he give us.
To do them.
To do them. Don't talk about them. Be about them.
To love Yahweh your Elohim.
And that's the only way that you can love him, by obeying him.
To walk in all his ways.
Walk in Yahweh ways. He ain't never told you to walk in the New Testament or the Quran. He ain't never told you to walk over there. Read.
And to cleave unto him.
And cleave to Yahweh and not JC.
Then will Yahweh drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be. There shall no man be able to stand before you.
That's right. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stand before you when you keep his laws.
For Yahweh your Elohim shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, as he hath said unto you. Behold, I set before you this day blessing and a curse.
He said before us a blessing and a curse.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim.
That's when you ain't being blessed, because you ain't keeping his commandments.
Which I command you this day.
Right?
And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim.
That's your reason right there. That's you get your blessing and a curse. A blessing if you keep the commandment, a curse if you don't. So that's when your house curse.
But turn aside out of the way which I command you this day.
And you turn aside from the commandment, laws, and statutes and go to the New Testament, talking about what Paul said, what John said, what JC said. Read.
To go after other gods.
Other gods, JC.
Which ye have not known.
Which we had not known. We ain't know nothing about that. Moses didn't know him. I didn't know him. Yahweh don't know him. Jeremiah don't know him. Job didn't know him. Ezekiel didn't know him. What you know him for? How all these people don't know him, but you know him? Did Moses know JC? Did Jeremiah know him? Ezekiel know him? Isaiah know him? Gideon know him? Noah know him? Did Adam know him? Did Yahweh know him? I don't know him. So how you know him? That's all I needed. Now let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 1. I think it's Jeremiah 1 and 4. Jeremiah 1 and 4.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4. Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yahweh said, before I formed Jeremiah in the belly, I knew you.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Before you came out your mama's vagina womb, I sanctified thee.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
And I made you a prophet unto the nations.
Then said I, Yahweh Elohim.
Now this is a baby, y'all.
Behold, I cannot speak.
I can't even speak. I'm just a baby. I'm just not born and I can't speak.
For I am a child.
I'm a baby. That was Jeremiah telling y'all, I'm a baby. Now watch what y'all say.
But Yahweh said unto me, say not, I am a child.
Don't tell me you no child no more.
For thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.
You go everywhere in the world that I send you. New York, Chicago, Tampa Bay, Florida, everywhere. Go where I send you.
And whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Whatever I tell you to tell them, you tell them.
Be not afraid of their faces.
Don't be afraid of that mask they got on their face. Don't be scared of how they look, trying to intimidate you.
For I am with thee to deliver thee.
I'm with Jeremiah to deliver him, and he'll be with you the same way. But you can't be scared, though. Read.
Saith Yahweh. Then Yahweh put forth his hand and touched my mouth.
Yahweh touched Jeremiah's mouth.
And Yahweh said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Yahweh put his words in Jeremiah's mouth. That's when you're supposed to listen to Jeremiah, because them the words Yahweh put in his mouth. Yahweh didn't put his words in JC mouth, Paul mouth, John mouth, Luke mouth, Matthew mouth. He didn't put his words in their mouth. Read it again.
Then Yahweh put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahweh said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Put his words in Jeremiah's mouth. He didn't put his words in nobody's mouth in the New Testament. If you could show me where Yahweh put his words in somebody's mouth in the New Testament, you get $1,000. Read.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out.
Root out. Pluck down.
And to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build, and to plant.
Okay, that's all I needed with that. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 9. Let's see. Let's see. Jeremiah 9 and 12.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 12. Who is the wise man that may understand this? And who is he to whom the mouth of Yahweh have spoken, that he may declare it? For what the land perisheth and is burnt up like a wilderness, that none passeth through. And Yahweh saith, because they have forsaken my law, which I set before them.
Because they have forsaken his law, forget all about his law.
And have not obeyed my voice.
And you have not obeyed Yahweh's voice.
Neither walked therein.
Neither walked in his commandments, laws, and statutes.
But have walked after the imagination of their own heart.
But you do what you want to do. You say, I make $100,000 a year. I got a plaque on my wall. I graduated from Harvard, Yale, Catholic school, Christianity school. You do in your own heart.
And after false deity, which their fathers taught them.
What your fathers taught you. Your fathers taught you about Christianity and Islam and Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people with wormwood.
With wormwood.
And give them water of gall to drink.
That's right.
I will scatter them also among the heathen.
That's the reason why we in the United States, because of this. We didn't obey the Most High. Scatter you among the heathen.
Whom neither they nor their fathers have known.
We didn't know nothing about the Gentile when we got here.
And I will send a sword after them.
I'm going to send the police after you.
Till I have consumed them.
Till I have killed all the hard-headed, disrespectful black folks.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider ye and call for the mourning women, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come, and let them make haste, and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears, and our eyelids gush out with waters. For a voice of wailing is heard out of Zion. How are we spoiled? We are greatly confounded, because we have forsaken the land.
We have forsaken the land.
Because our dwellings have cast us out. Yea, hear the word of Yahweh, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets.
From the young men from the street. Okay, let's go to 11. Let's see. Uh, 11 and 22.
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 22. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will punish them. The young men shall die by the sword.
You're going to punish the young men, die by the sword.
Their sons and their daughters shall die by famine.
Your sons and your daughters are going to die by famine. Why? Because ain't nobody keeping the laws, the commandments, statutes, judgment. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, this Lamentation 4. It's going to, yeah. Lamentation chapter 4, verse 3.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast.
Even the sea monster in the ocean draw his breast.
They give suck to their young ones.
They give suck to their young ones.
The daughter of my people is become cruel.
The daughter of my people cruel.
Like the ostrich in the wilderness.
Like the ostrich in the wilderness, ain't studying them. Ain't studying your kids. Read.
The tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst.
Because he thirsty. His tongue sticking to his tongue, the roof of his mouth because he thirsty. You won't even feed him.
The young children as bread.
The young children ask for something to eat. Mom and dad, I'm hungry.
And no man breaketh it unto them.
And no nobody feed them. Don't even take care of your own kid. The Almighty said a sea monster is better than y'all because he take out his breast and feed his baby, but you won't even get your child nothing to eat and drink. Read all that again.
Even the sea monsters draw out the breast.
Even a sea monster a dog take care of their puppies better than a human.
They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth.
He's so thirsty that his tongue to the roof of his mouth.
The young children as bread, and no man breaketh it unto them.
And don't nobody even feed the kids. Boy, y'all rotten. Let's go to a song. How could you have a child and don't feed him? You rotten to the core. 119:9. Now, this is how a man cleans his ways. 119:9.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
This is how a young man is supposed to cleanse his ways.
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
By taking according to Yahweh's word. That's how you cleanse your ways, by changing. Start keeping the commandment, laws, and statutes, precepts. That's how a young man cleanses his way. I was in my early 20s when I cleansed my ways. Read it again.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
By taking heed to according to the Old Testament word, Almighty word. That's right. Now let's go to Exodus. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. Let's see. Deuteronomy 31 and start at the 7th verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 7. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel.
In the sight of all Israel, be strong.
Be strong and of a good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which Yahweh hath sworn unto their fathers to give them.
Now you must go with the people.
And thou shalt cause them to inherit it. And Yahweh, he it is that doeth go before thee.
Yahweh going before us.
He will be with thee.
He will be with us.
He will not fail thee.
He ain't going to fail us.
Neither forsake thee.
He ain't going to forget about you.
Fear not, neither be dismayed. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, and unto all the elders of Israel. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, and the feast of tabernacles, when all Israel is come to appear before Yahweh the Elohim in the place which he shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing.
Read the 12th verse. This is what I want.
Gather the people together.
Gather the people together. That's who we're going to gather.
Men and women and children. And thy stranger that's within thy gate.
And the stranger within your gate, meaning he's not Israelite.
That they may hear. And that they may learn.
And when they hear, they're going to learn.
And fear Yahweh your Elohim. And observe to do all the words of this law.
That's right. Man, woman, child, and the stranger, hear, learn, and listen, and do all the law of the book. Read that last verse again.
Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy strangers that within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn, and fear Yahweh your Elohim, and observe to do all the words of this law.
All the words of this law. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's all I needed. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus 21 and 15.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
Anybody that hit their father and mother gonna go to hell. Gonna be put to death. Read it again.
And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death.
So don't you never put your hand on your parent. I don't care how mad you get. You walk away, go on outside the house, or get on away from around her. I don't care how mad you get, because the Almighty gonna knock your head off if you hit your parents. I don't care if they smoke crack, alcoholic, bisexual, trisexual, left you, ain't never bought you nothing, ain't did nothing. At the end of the day, they're still your father and mother. I don't care what kind of parent it is. That's irrelevant. Oh, he ain't never did enough for me, or she ain't never did enough. So, fear your father and mother, and Almighty gonna kill you. Read it again. Don't make no excuses for hitting your parents. Read it again.
And he that smiteth his father or his mother,
if you hit your parents,
shall be surely put to death.
You gonna be surely going to hell with gasoline draws on. There ain't no excuse for that. Now hold it. Let's go to skip on down to 17.
Verse 17. And he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
When you call your mama and daddy out their name, you gonna surely be put to death. Read it again.
And he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
You better not curse your father and your mother out. Oh, that P or that B. Give them all them nicknames. Don't do that. Y'all don't do that now. Okay, let's go to Exodus 21. And let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna skip on down to 22, I think.
Verse 22. If men strive and hurt,
if two men fight
and hurt a woman with child,
and hurt a pregnant woman, if two men fight and they hurt a pregnant woman,
so that her fruit depart from her,
so that she lose her baby,
and yet no mischief follow,
and don't find out it wasn't on purpose,
he shall be surely punished.
He should surely be punished if it was did on purpose,
according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. And if mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
If mischief follow, he find out he did it on purpose. If mischief follow, it should be life for life.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning.
If you find out that that man killed that woman baby on purpose, you're supposed to kill him. That's how serious it is. You don't hit no woman in no stomach. I don't care how mad you get. And you kill that baby, the Almighty gonna knock your head off. Read that, start over again.
If men strive and hurt a woman with child,
and you hurt this pregnant woman,
so that her fruit depart from her,
so that she lose her baby because of you,
and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished, according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine.
He got to pay.
And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand,
foot for foot,
foot for foot.
Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 22. Deuteronomy 22 and start at the 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 13. If any man take a wife
If any man take a wife
and go in to her
and have sex with her
and hate her and give occasions of speech against her
and tell a lie on her
and bring up an evil name upon her
and call her evil name, call her be and he upset
and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
He said, when I took this woman and found out that she wasn't a virgin, a maid is a young virgin, a girl. So if you lie on her, now watch the more to the story. Read that again. And give occasions of false speech. He lie on her.
And give occasions of speech against her.
Talking about her.
And bring up an evil name upon her.
Calling all kind of names.
And say, I took this woman. And when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
I found that she wasn't no virgin. Read.
Then shall the father of the damsel,
the father of the young girl,
and her mother, take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city and the gate.
They finna prove to this man that he lied, that my daughter was a virgin, she ain't never had no man, and you say she was a hoe and was messing around with everybody. Watch this.
And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife.
I gave my daughter to this man for wife, and I knew she was a virgin.
And he hateth her.
And now he hate all of a sudden. Like when they have sex with you, they ain't thinking about you no more. Most men riding like that. Have sex with a woman and tell them you love them and tell them what they want to hear, and then they turn their back on you. Read.
And lo, he have given occasions of speech against her.
He have lied to the guys about her,
saying, I found not thy daughter a maid.
I found not thy daughter a maid.
And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity.
This is the proof of my daughter being virgin.
And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city.
Spread the cloth through the elders of the city.
And the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him.
And this lying man, they're going to knock his head off for lying on this righteous girl.
And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver.
He going to have to pay 100 shekels of silver.
And give them unto the father of the damsel.
And give the father the money.
Because he had brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel.
Because he have told a lie and said this woman was a hoe and screwing everybody, and he told a lie on her. Now watch what else happened.
And she shall be his wife.
And he shall go back to her.
He may not put her away all his days.
He got to stay with this woman for the rest of his life for telling a lie. This man lied on this girl, talking about she this, that, and the other. And the other say, give that man all that money, and you gonna have to pay for that, and live with him. Hold it. That was what? That was hold on. That was 21, right? Yeah, I think that's all I want. Okay, no, I'm gonna skip on down to 25.
Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
if a man found a woman a girl in the field, damsel, a young girl, virgin,
and the man force her,
that's another word for rape. A man ain't got no business raping a woman. Force or rape, because the word rape is not in it, so it's force. Force meaning rape. Read.
And lie with her,
and have sex with her.
Then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Then the man gonna die because he raped this woman. When you back in our days, you rape a woman, you get your head knocked off. Read that again.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
a young woman in the field,
and the man force her,
and he force her,
and lie with her,
have sex with her,
then the man only that lay with her shall die.
The man's supposed to die, not the woman, because she innocent. He raped her. You don't kill no woman because she got raped. You kill the man because he the one that did it. Okay, that's what I let's see. Let's see. Proverbs. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go some. And I'm gonna get down on that rape thing in a minute. Let me talk. 7 speech before. Okay, I don't want that yet. Let's go to 2 Samuel. No, I think let me go and read that. Yeah, I'll go and read it. Go on, let me read Proverbs 7 and 21. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 21. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield.
Hey, come here.
With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
She forced him. Made him, come on, go with me. In other words, the woman forced him, made him, come on, go with me. Okay, now I want 2 Samuel. Let's see. 2 Samuel. I want 2 Samuel 13. Start the first verse.
2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister whose name was Tamar, and Amnon, the son of David, loved her.
Now watch this. Y'all pay attention to this story here.
And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar.
Now this all cap. This man capping. This is king. That this part of the curse now that Almighty put up on all this cap.
For she was a virgin.
She was a virgin. Tamar was a virgin, and Amnon wanted her. Read.
And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab.
Now watch Jonadab. He slick as a can of oil.
The son of Shemaiah, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man.
He was very slick. Slick as a can of oil.
And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister.
Now his sister too, but they had different mamas. But he said he loved her. This is sister now, and she a virgin. Watch this.
And Jonadab said unto him,
now he give him the game. This what he gonna give him the game now.
Lay thee down on thy bed.
Play like you sick.
And make thyself sick.
Play like you sick. Go upstairs in the bed by yourself and play like you sick. Now this the game that he give him.
And when thy father cometh to see thee.
When your father come to see you, which is David.
Say unto him.
Say unto him.
I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come.
Hey, man. Hey, daddy, let my sister Tamar come on up to the bed, man. I'm sick, man. I don't feel good. Now, King David ain't got a clue that this man finna play a game with his sister, finna rape his sister, which was David's daughter and his sister. Read, watch this.
And give me meat.
And give me something to eat, because I'm too weak.
And dress the meat in my sight.
And come cook the meat before me.
That I may see it and eat it at her hand.
Look. Gonna feed it to him. Let's see. Say that again.
And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on thy bed.
No, not that far. You go back to when he said, gonna eat. Go fix sister, fix something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
And make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat.
Give me meat.
And dress the meat in my sight, that I may eat it.
I'm going to eat it from my hand.
And eat it at her hand.
I'm going to eat it from my hand. Read.
So Amnon lay down and made himself sick.
He played like he was sick.
And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come.
Let my sister come.
and make me a couple of cakes in my sight,
and make me a couple of cakes in my sight,
that I may eat at her hand.
that she gonna feed me.
Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, Go now to thy brother Amnon's house,
Hey, your brother's sick, go take care of him.
and dress him meat. So Tamar went to her brother Amnon's house,
Because they ain't got an idea he playing the game.
and he was laid down, and she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cakes. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but he refused to eat.
He ain't hungry. He wants some sex. He ain't hungry, y'all. He want to have sex with her. Read.
And Amnon said, Have out all men from me.
Get everybody out the house. Get everybody out the way, the building. He don't want nobody around.
And they went out every man from him. And Amnon said unto Tamar, Bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thy hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her, and said unto her, Come lie with me.
He grabbed her. He was laying down. She trying to fit. He grabbed her arms and forced her. Read.
My sister. And she answered him, Nay.
No, stop.
My brother.
Stop, brother.
Do not force me.
Man, don't rape me. Don't force me to have sex with you. You my brother. Read.
For no such thing ought to be done in Israel.
This is a wicked thing. You gonna rape your own sister?
Do not thou this folly.
This is folly.
And I, whether shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore, I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from
Don't
thee.
rape me. Talk to daddy first. Don't rape me though, but talk to my daddy first.
Howbeit he would not hearken unto her voice.
He ain't listening to her. He got it like this for the rape. He ain't listen to her. Read.
But being stronger than she,
He was stronger than her, because he a man and she a woman.
forced her
He forced her.
and lay with her.
And he raped his own sister. Now this is no good rotten dog. Read.
Then Amnon hated her exceedingly,
Then after he had sex with her, he wasn't studying. He put her out the house. Read.
so that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
Now once he had sex with her, he hated her just as much as he loved her. See how he flipped the script? All he wanted to do was have sex with her, and he wasn't studying after that. That's how most men is today. They want your panties, but they don't want to marry you, take care of you, and do the right thing by you. Yeah, they're going to hump you to death.
And Amnon said unto her, Arise, be gone. And she said unto him, There is no cause. This evil in sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me.
Now, this is the greatest sin, that you're going to get rid of me and I ain't did nothing. What you going to get rid of me for? Because you had sex with me?
But he would not hearken unto her.
But he wasn't studying what she was talking about. He arrogant. He wanted out the house. Now watch what happened.
Then he called his servant that ministered unto him,
Then he called them guys that was in the house at first, his bodyguards.
and said, Put now this woman out from me.
Man, get this woman out of my house. He called his bodyguard and said, man, get up out of here.
And bolt the door after her.
And bolt the door behind her. Boy, this nigga, a cold piece of work. He done raped his sister, put her out, and then put the deadbolt on the door. So don't never come back in here. Read.
And she had a garment of divers colors upon her, for with such robes were the king's daughters that were virgins apparelled.
See, the virgins wore different colors back then. That's how you knew they were virgins. I can't remember what the colors was they wore. That the virgins wore the color. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, they wore a certain color, and that's how they knew she was a virgin. Read.
Then his servant brought her out and bolted the door after her.
Grabbed her up, took out the room, and bolted the door behind it.
And Tamar put ashes on her head and rent her garment of divers colors that was on her, and laid her hand on her head.
Because she was upset and mad. a brother that raped her, and she didn't want to go. Now she done put him out the door, and then talking about, you know, she hurt. This woman hard hurt. She upset. She supposed to be. You done raped me, and then you done treated me like a hoe. Get out of here. Read.
And went on crying.
And she crying. I feel sorry for her.
And Absalom, her brother, said unto her,
now, this is the goon. Her brother Absalom is a goon.
Hath Amnon thy brother been with thee?
Have he been with you, sister?
But hold now thy peace, my sister. He is thy brother. Regard not this thing. So Tamar remained desolate in her brother Absalom's house.
Went over her brother out to stay with the other brother. But they had different mamas, but they all was brother and sister.
But when King David heard of all these things,
when he heard about his son raped his daughter,
he was very wroth.
He was angry. Remember, y'all, this is on down the road. This is a sin that came up on King David for having Uriah the Hittite killed and taken Bathsheba. Now, this is all from way back then. Read.
And Absalom spake unto his brother Amnon neither good nor bad.
He didn't say nothing to him.
For Absalom hated Amnon because he had forced his sister Tamar.
He hated his brother because he raped his sister.
And it came to pass after 2 full years.
He waited 2 years to kill him.
That Absalom had sheep shears in Hazor, which is beside Ephraim. And Absalom invited all the king's sons. And Absalom came to the king and said, Behold, now thy servant have sheep shears. Let the king, I beseech thee, and the servants go with thy servant. And the king said to Absalom, Nay, my son, let us not all now go, lest we be chargeable unto thee. And he pressed him, howbeit he would not go, but blessed him. Then said Absalom, If not, I pray thee, let
my brother Amnon go with us.
Let my brother Amnon go with us.
Now this game, y'all, Absalom slick too. Read.
And the king said unto him, Why should he go with thee? But Absalom pressed him that he let Amnon and all the king's sons go with him. Now Absalom had commanded his servants, saying, Mark ye now when Amnon's heart is merry with wine.
When he get drunk off that wine, because he had him killed.
And when I say unto you,
when I tell y'all to handle that business,
smite Ammon,
kill Ammon,
then kill him, fear not, have not I commanded you, be courageous and be valiant.
Be valiant.
And the servants of Absalom did unto Ammon as Absalom had commanded.
Them goons, he called the hit out on them. He said, dig, Charlie, I want y'all to handle that business, you understand me? About Joe out of pocket. Y'all know what he did to my sister. Now we're going to catch him drunk and slipping, then we're going to give him the business. You understand me? Read.
Then all the king's sons arose, and every man gathered him up upon his mule and fled. And
but there's some more to the story. What I'm saying, the Almighty, he being cursed and plagued from way back then. The Almighty put evil in his house because he played the game first. So he had this coming. That's what the Almighty do to you, you know. And so that was what was that? That was Samuel. Let's go to Judges. Judges for the first verse. 1. Yeah. Judges 20 and 1. Judges 20 and 1.
Judges chapter 20, verse 1. Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one man, from Dan even to Beersheba, with the land of Gilead, unto Yahweh and Mizpeh. And the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of Elohim, 400,000 footmen that drew sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpeh. Then said the children of Israel, tell us, how was this wickedness? And the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came into Gibeah that belongeth to Benjamin, I and my concubine, to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me. And my concubine have they forced that she is dead.
Force. I want that word force because another name for rape is force. When a man force you, that's rape. So when you see that when he force you, that's talking about rape in the book. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's see. Deuteronomy 20. Let's see. 21 and 2. I mean, no, Deuteronomy 21 and 20. Not 2. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious.
Our son is stubborn and rebellious. Let's see what we're going to do to our son that's stubborn and rebellious.
He will now obey our voice.
He ain't going to listen to me. He won't take out the garbage. He won't wash the dishes. He won't mop the floor. He don't help around. He won't cut the grass. He won't do nothing.
He is a glutton.
He is a drunk.
And a drunkard.
A glutton and a drunkard. He drink every day, all day.
And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones.
Everybody gonna not kill him. Stone with stone.
That he die.
That he die.
So shalt thou put evil away from among you.
Put evil away from among us.
And all Israel shall hear and fear.
All Israel shall hear and fear. Because when they hear about this drunk son getting stoned to death, then they're gonna have second thoughts. Man, I'm finna obey my parents. Man, they killed Sam yesterday, man. His mama told him to take out the garbage, wash the dishes, and mop the floor. He wouldn't do nothing there, and he was a drunk. So she took him to the city where the elders were, and they killed him. That's right. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay, that's all I needed. Yeah. Isaiah. Isaiah 29 and 9. Isaiah 29 and 9.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken.
They are drunken.
But not with wine.
They ain't drunk on wine.
They stagger.
They stagger.
But not with strong drink.
They ain't had no Crown Royal, Kavasi and Henderson.
For Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
And have closed your eyes.
And close your eyes. That's when you don't know the difference between the New Testament and the Old Testament. You think they go together. That's when he say close your eyes because you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Read.
The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
That is sealed.
Which men delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this.
Read this commandments.
I pray thee. And he said, I cannot.
I can't read.
For it is sealed.
It is sealed. Told a lie.
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned.
The book is delivered to the person that's not learned and brainwashed.
Saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
Oh, I can't learn. That's right. Oh, I can't learn. Okay, go to Isaiah 5. Making excuses. Isaiah 5 and 11.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning.
That trouble to them to rise up early in the morning.
That they may follow strong drink.
They drinking Crown Royal, Hennessy, Kvasse early in the morning. They ain't no breakfast, but trouble unto them.
That continue until night.
And they start drinking at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night.
Till wine inflame them.
So they drunk as Cooter Brown.
And the harp.
And the harp, they got Marvin Gaye playing.
And the viol, the tabret, and pipe, and wine are in their feast.
They feasting. Thanksgiving.
But they regard not the work of Yahweh.
They ain't studying what y'all say.
Neither consider the operation of his hands.
Of his hands.
Therefore, my people are going into captivity.
That's why my people going into captivity, because they ain't studying Yah.
Because they have no knowledge.
Ain't got no knowledge. Dumb as a box of rocks, but got plenty of money, but you dumb as a box of rocks.
And their honorable men are famished.
And famished, weak.
And their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself.
That's when hell enlarged herself.
And opened her mouth without measure.
And opened up mouth without measure. Plenty of them going there.
And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it.
Okay, that's right. You going there. When you rejoice, getting drunk, ain't thinking about Yahweh. All you think about is a bottle. All you worry about is something to drink. Let's talk about y'all ain't got time for that. I don't want to hear that. Go buy me a fifth of Hennessy. Here's money. Putting the Almighty on the back burner. Okay, go to Proverbs 21. But for the barbecue the women now. Proverbs 21 and 9.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop.
Almighty says, better go up on top of your house
than with a brawling woman in a white house.
Than fooling with a brawling woman in a white house. Every time you come in the house, she got something to say. Running off at the alligator mouth. Smart. You done work 12 hours. And when you get home, she's still complaining. Almighty says, brother, if you be on top of the house than be in the white house. Read that again.
It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop.
It's better to get away from her, go to the house, go up on top of the house.
Than with a brawling woman in a white house.
Than when a complaining woman in a white house. And she complaining, y'all. Okay, now skip on down to 19.
Verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness.
It's better to go out in the woods.
Than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Than put up with an angry woman, always mad and evil and towards you. You done worked 12 hours. This woman ain't never satisfied. I'm tired of this. You ought to do this. You ought to do that. You ain't did this. You ain't did that. The man just worked 12 hours. What you mean he ain't did it? Read it again.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness.
Almighty said, rather go out in the woods.
Than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Than would be with an angry woman. Always. So y'all women, y'all stop complaining so much. Get a man the benefit of the doubt. Sit down and reason together. Sit down and talk. He come through the door first thing. Oh, you left this over here. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You said you was going to do that. You said this. Man, get tired of hearing that. Then you wonder why you ain't got no man. You wonder why you ain't got no man. Because don't no man want no brawling woman. Every time you open your mouth, you got something negative to say. Ain't never nothing good. Ain't good enough for it. The more I do for it, the more you want me to do. The more I give you, the more you want me to give you. Almighty say, go out in the woods, man. And get with the skunks and the raccoons and stuff out there in the woods, man. Yeah. So, I'm not trying to say, I just want everybody to get along. You supposed to reason with your mate, your boyfriend, your husband, wife, whatever you got. Y'all talk. don't be hollering and say, well, baby, you know this, or baby, you know, talk word. Because the Bible says, let me see what it says about smooth words, turn around rap. Let me see what that said. What it says, let me see. What it said, where it says, let me see. I'm looking for whenever he said when you talk nice, yeah, turn away rap. Yeah, I need that, Lena's out. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. You're right, Lena. I need that chapter. I know it's in Proverbs. Let me see. You know what is that name? Wait, let me see. Wait, he said soft answer, turn away rap. Right, soft answer. Let me find. Okay, Proverbs chapter 15. Okay, sister, you own it then. Let me see, can I find it? She said probably. I don't see it in 15, sister. Let me go to Isaiah 30 and 9. 15 and 1. Let's try 15. There you go. Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there. A soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. You got to be humble and talk. If y'all want to talk first. Don't be loud and angry at this man or this vice versa with the woman. Everybody supposed to be humble and talk with some sense. All that getting upset and hollering and mad. Listen, you ain't gonna do nothing but run somebody away. All you gonna do is make somebody not want to be around you. Man, I gotta go home to this nagging woman. Man, I already know when I come through the door, I'm tired. I don't want to hear that. No, man, be tired. He wants to sleep. Hey, is you gonna have his food cooked? You gonna have his bath water ran? Is you gonna holler that? Is you gonna have? I ain't talking about no microwave. I'm talking about the stove. All fires burning and in the oven. You gonna have that food ready? Have that done. Okay. Please, people, most of them. Okay, yeah. Okay, daughter of Zion say go to Ecclesiastes 20. Ain't no 25 and 24 is not an Ecclesiastes. It only go up to chapter 12. No, you gotta come again, sister. Ecclesiastes only got 12 chapters in it, I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay, run. Yeah, but no, I got the answer. 15 and 1. That's what it was right there. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, but let me show y'all something. Hosea, go to Hosea 9 and 14. It's just one verse. Hosea, let me let y'all know that the Almighty, the one caused miscarriages. Hosea 9 and 14.
Hosea chapter 9, verse 14. Give them, O Yahweh, what wilt thou give them? Give them a miscarrying womb and dry breast.
Yahweh the one give you a miscarriage and dry breast. Dry breast means can't no milk come out of. You can't get no milk because Almighty dried your breast up. But read it again. A miscarriage will come from Yah, not abortions.
Give them, O Yahweh, what wilt thou give them? Give them a miscarrying womb and dry breast.
Give them a miscarriage womb and dry breast. My mama had a miscarriage before. Let me see. Before she had her last child, she had a miscarriage. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while ago. But yeah, my mom had a miscarriage before. So if y'all had a miscarriage, you know that's from Yahweh. But abortions, no sir. He ain't studied none of that. You get pregnant, I don't care what kind of man, white man, black man, green man, you're a gorilla. You have sex with him, you have a baby bath, when you had the baby, you give it away if you don't want it. But don't have no abortion. Okay, Ron Torres said go to 2 Kings 17 and 37. Right. Lena's off the right. You're right. Women they supposed to be paying attention to this book. And not what pay. If a person tell you something, make them prove it. Make the man prove it. If he wants you to stop eating pork, make him prove it. I don't eat no pork. And she asks you, well, why you don't eat no pork? I just don't eat it. It ain't good for you. No, you supposed to show them in the book why you don't eat it. I don't celebrate holidays. Why you don't celebrate holiday? I just don't. Well, show it to me in the book. I don't know where it's at. I just don't celebrate. I just don't eat pork. No, you got to be able to prove it. Ain't nobody supposed to follow you because you say you don't do something. You supposed to prove it. Everything I do, I prove it. If I tell you I don't do something, I'm going to show you why I don't do it. Why I don't do it in the book.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 37. And the statutes and the ordinances and the law and the commandment which he wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore, and ye shall not fear other gods.
That's right. Now read the 37 to 40. Read the 40.
And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget, neither shall ye fear other gods, but Yahweh your Elohim ye shall fear, and he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies. Howbeit they did not hearken.
We didn't listen.
But they did after their former manner.
Right. Jewel Gladys say, not a gorilla. What you mean by that, sister? Not a gorilla. Hey, that's silverback gorilla, cold piece of work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Lena's ought to say, paying attention to how Beyonce look and how the stars dress rather than what they want them to do. Right. Woman supposed to be covered up. She ain't got no business wearing a miniskirt with no panties on. I back in the days, I knew women that didn't wear no panties to the club and all that kind of crazy stuff. But now that I learned better, do better, I look at it like, man, they better put them drawers on. Yep. All right. Yep. Anybody got any comment or questions? Yep. Yep. Paying attention to the wrong people. See, they're supposed to be watching Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel, and women like that, Leah, to the biblical women. Yep. Hannah, and all them righteous women. Pay attention to them. Listen to what they say. What was her name? Deborah, a prophetess. Miriam. Yeah, them the women you're supposed to be reading about and following and listening to them. Not Beyonce and all the rest of them. What do they really want? It all depends on the woman. I don't know what they really want, but the majority of them want some money. The majority of the women I know want a bag, want some money. Mr. Rock. Okay. Yeah, I used to be riding back in my day. I ain't riding today, though. Yeah, you talking about 30 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. Yeah, I was riding a cold piece of work. We talking about right now in 2024. I changed my ways. Whatever I do, hey, the Almighty ain't gonna judge you on what you used to be. He gonna judge you on what you is today. Now go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 18. That's probably one of them women out the screw. But I'm gonna show you what the book say. I was Mr. Rotten. You're right, but I'm Mr. Righteous today. I'm Mr. Righteous today. Hold it. Let me get it. See, you don't know nothing about this part of the book. Hey, y'all, let me get down on this lady here, because that's probably somebody that I had sex with. But watch this here. Let me show you something, sister. You're right. I used to be rotten. Okay, go to 18. This one I am today. 18 to start the first verse. No, 20.
Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father.
The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father. You can't save your kids. I can't save my kids.
Neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son.
That's right.
The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him.
The righteous shall be upon him. I'm the righteous today, baby.
And the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him.
The wicked is the one that ain't changed. The ones are still the same 30, 40 years ago. They still doing the same thing. Read.
But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed.
That's me. If the wicked turn from his sin, I used to be the wicked, but I turn. You understand me? Read.
And keep all my statutes.
And I keep all Yahweh's statutes because I used to be wicked.
And do that which is lawful and right.
And I do what's right in the eyes of Yah and not man.
He shall surely live.
I'm going to surely live.
He shall not die.
I ain't going to die. I'm going to heaven on earth.
All his transgressions that he hath committed.
Everything that he did in the past.
They shall not be mentioned unto him.
Yahweh said, I ain't going to mention what he used to be. He used to be whorish. He used to do this. He used to do that. He used to do a lot of stuff. Used to was a rooster, but he ain't crowing no more. Oh, rooster ain't crowing no more. That's right. So I ain't talking about everybody used to. Everybody got a pass. Everybody falls short. But what you're doing in 2024 will count. Not what you did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Because everybody, even the one talking, you ain't no saint. Whoever you is, you ain't no saint, baby. That's all I need. So, barbecue me. I can stand a barbecue. I can stand a roast. Because you're going to talk about something that happened a long time ago. 30, 40, 50 years ago. And you're right. I was a cold piece of work. I did this. I did that. That's right. That was me. But we talking about today. I'm popping corn today. I'm popping corn today. Now, how you like me now? How you like me now? Not back then. How you like me now? Okay. Okay. Now, we ain't got the same name. My name Yahuda. My name Yahuda. I know your name ain't Yahuda. Okay. I noticed that Israel rather serve idols instead of Yah. Go to Jeremiah 44. And you're right. They rather serve idols. Jeremiah 44 and 16 and 17. Hey, I'm finna go somewhere else too. Yeah, read that though first.
Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 16. As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahweh, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
Yeah, 16 and 17. Yeah.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You pop a corn in his up. Hey, read that Proverbs 16 and 7 for me. Come on, barbecue me. I need a barbecue. Roast me. I'm going to roast you back with the book. Come on, roast me. Come on, barbecue. I got the book. Go to Psalm 16 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh.
When your ways please Yah, You understand me? Your ways got to please Yah. Read.
He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
He make your enemies leave you alone. He make your enemies be peace with you. Whoever hates you, that's right. Almighty gonna knock the head off. They got to get in order when you right with Yah. See, that's what I do. I please Yah. Y'all please somebody else. Y'all please y'all boss, y'all mama and your daddy and your kids and everybody else. I please Yah. Read that again.
When a man's ways please Yahweh.
It don't say when a man ways please his wife, his girlfriend, his mama, his daddy, his cousin, his niece, his nephew, his son, his daughter. It don't say that. Read it again. Start all over.
When a man's ways please Yahweh.
What? Say it again.
When a man's ways please Yahweh.
Say it again.
When a man's ways please Yahweh.
Read.
He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. Now, you got to please Yah. I ain't studying nobody else. That's the difference between me and y'all. Y'all trying to please everybody and put y'all on the back burner. Here, this how y'all gonna do. See, Thanksgiving finna come up. Y'all finna please your grandmama and your mama and everybody else. When Christmas come around, y'all gonna please them. I gotta get a tree and put in my house. I gotta put toys up on there. Y'all please everybody but y'all. Y'all hate Christmas. Y'all hate Thanksgiving. Y'all hate these holidays, but y'all love them. Because my kids and my mama and my daddy, we all gonna do this and that. I ain't studying that. Now, I please y'all. And that's the difference between me and y'all. Not all of y'all, just some of y'all. Now, I bet you whoever made that remark gonna celebrate that pagan holiday coming up. Since I ain't no good. I sure was no good. But I'm some good today. Okay, let me see. Len's I say go to Ezekiel 33:1. I mean 33:11. Len's I say Ezekiel 33:11.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith Yahweh Elohim, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
I don't want to kill y'all. My might say, I don't get no pleasure killing the wicked. I want you to change. Read.
But that the wicked turn from his way and live.
Yahweh wants you to stop going to church, stop being pork chop, stop celebrating holidays, stop being disobedient to your parents, stop wearing mixed up garments, stop doing a lot of stuff. Ask me what he wants you to stop doing. I'll show it to you in the book. He wants you to stop. He say this would please me. Keep reading. Now read 16 and 17. You read 16, 17? That's all I want you to read. No, it was Ezekiel 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just 11. Now Ron Torres say go to Jeremiah 3:1. Now let me show you what pleased the Most High, y'all. This would please y'all.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's,
she can't come back. That's Jeremiah 3:1.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Shall he return unto her again?
No.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Greatly polluted.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
You had many boyfriends and husbands.
Yet return again to me, saith Yahweh.
The Almighty say you can return back to me even though you ain't no good. Come on back to me, but you can't go to your husband. Because when you get a divorce, you can't remarry. You can't do that. Now let me show you what Jeremiah 9 say. Go to Jeremiah 9 and then 23.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom.
Don't let nobody tell you how many plaques on the wall. I've been in Yale, Harvard, Stanford, and all these colleges. I'm smart as they come. I can tell you all the multiplication. I know everything. Read.
Neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
Don't let nobody tell you how strong he is. I can run faster than everybody. I can pick up all iron in the joint. Read.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches.
Don't let nobody tell you how much money they got. Oh man, I got $5 billion. I got bragging on their money. Read. Almighty ain't studying none of that.
But let him that glorieth glory in this,
Glory in this book. He wants you to glory in this. Read.
that he understandeth and knoweth me,
That you understand Yahweh and know him. Now, do you know Yah? You know everything but Yah. That would make you a fool. Read.
that I am Yahweh which exercise loving kindness,
That's right. That he Yahweh exercise loving kindness,
judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight.
I love this. I love when you brag. Look, Yahweh wants you to brag about him and on him. That's what Yahweh loves. He don't want to hear nothing about how many women you had, how much money you had, how many houses you had, how many cars you got, what you done did, what you done did. He ain't started none of that. He said, glory in this. Talking about this book. Read it again. Hold it.
Thus saith Yahweh.
No, read that 24.
But let him that glorieth in this,
Let you glorify in Yah, this book.
that he understandeth and knoweth me,
That you understand and know Yah.
that I am Yahweh which exercise loving kindness,
That's right, that he Yah.
judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight,
That's what I delight in. Who said it?
saith Yahweh.
That's right. That's right. There ain't nothing that's important. Almighty don't care nothing about you bragging and all that. He ain't studying none of that. He wants you to talk about him. And can't nobody beat me bragging about Yah. I ain't meant to nobody to talk about Yah more than I do. Everybody I call, and when they answer the phone, we gonna talk about Yah. And hell up, get up. Hey man, I got somebody on the line. I know you do. I know you got somebody on the line. I know. You trying to get off the phone, you running. You trying to get away from me. I may catch dinner. Boy, you get away from me. They ain't gonna say that nigga gonna talk about the book. Or he gonna talk about God. Hey, I ain't gonna say no name. This guy, he live in the lap. One of my homies told me, I ain't gonna get no name. Hey, I'll put you on blast. He said, man, y'all who to be calling me talk about the book. He said, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no book. What, man, I'm trying to get rich. I don't want to hear that. Shh. Boy, listen, he got that word about me calling no more. He don't know I know that. He said, man, dude say, every time I talk to you, talk about the book. Yeah, I don't want to hear no book, man, trying to get the bag, man. Hey, let me tell you what the book trying to say you to get rich. Huh? He trying to do this? Listen. Let me show you what the book say about somebody won't be rich. He sure says, I'm trying to be rich. I ain't think about what y'all talking about. Oh, you sure ain't think about what I'm talking about. You ain't got to be thinking about me. Watch this, though. Go to Proverbs 28, 20 and 22. That's right.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 22. He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye.
You got an evil eye when you want to be rich. He said, man, I ain't got time here to do. I'm trying to get money, man. Get it. Read.
And consider it not that poverty shall come upon him.
You're going to be broke. Almighty say you got an evil heart. I'm going to take it all away from you. Because he still give out strokes and heart attacks and diabetes and cancer and all that. Almighty do all that. Read it again.
He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye.
You got an evil eye.
And consider it not that poverty shall come upon him.
That's right. Read 26. Give on 26.
Verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered.
Whoever trusts in his own heart is a fool. So when you want to be rich, that's your own heart. Because Almighty ain't studying that. If you trust in Yahweh, he going to make you rich. Put Yahweh first, and he going to make sure you have everything that you need, not what you want. Because everybody wants some, but he going to have all your needs. And that's all that count. Okay, labor not to be rich. That's right. No, brother, my name is Mr. Rodden. Oh, okay. You want out a tangent early. Okay, your name, Mr. Rot. Okay. Well, I ain't know what it was about. Okay, cool. All right. What you got for me, Mr. Rot? Who you serve? What's your God name, Mr. Rot? Who you serve? Who you worship? Who you pray to? I'm talking to Mr. Rot. Oh, okay. Oh, you an atheist then? We got atheists online, y'all. You an atheist, Mr. Rot? You an atheist? You say nobody. You don't believe in nobody? Hmm. I never thought about it. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Okay, Ron Tor say go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Ron Tor, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. We got a brother on here say he ain't never thought about serving nobody.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
That's right. I'd rather have wisdom than money. That's right. You pop a coin, Ron Tor. He said go to Psalm 14:14. Psalm 14:14.
There's no 14.
Psalm 14. No, it ain't. Psalm 14:14. Okay. Ron Tor, you made a mistake. Ain't no 14:14. Okay, Lena's ought to say go to Psalm 14:1.
Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no Elohim.
That's right.
They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
All right. There you go. That's true. Slugger, not it sounds like a German name or something. Slugger, Salem. Okay. 14 has 7 verses. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got it. Okay, yeah, we read 14:1. Yep. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I had a good time, and I hope somebody got something out the lesson. And like I said, these women that's being evil and mean to their husband and boyfriend, y'all need to tone it down. When y'all get together and read the scriptures. And the same thing with a man. You angry with this woman, because she this, that, and the other, whatever. And let me see something. What is it? Let me see where it says. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. Go to Proverbs 27 and 17. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, bro. Yeah, read that Proverbs. What I say? Let me see what this is. 27 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
That's right. Iron sharpens iron. These brothers in here, I love y'all to death, brother, because y'all, we help each other. When I'm looking for a scripture, y'all be right on it. And the sisters, I can't leave my sisters out either now. The brothers and the sisters, they be a big help to me. Sometimes I be forgetting, man. I can't remember everything. So when y'all help me out, when I need to find something. So iron sharpens iron. We sharpening each other up. I'm learning from y'all, and y'all learning from me. Ain't no big me and little you, and I'm better than y'all, none of that. No, we in the same boat. I ain't a fart in the windstorm. Don't glorify me, glorify Yah. You know, I don't want no credit and praise, give it all to Yah. Because I ain't a fart in the windstorm. I got to do the same thing y'all gonna do one day, die and be judged before Yah. You understand me? Okay, yeah. Okay, daughter of Zion say, Sirach, 25. Let me see. Sirach. I don't want, daughter of Zion, explain it to me now. Okay, Ron Tor say go to Proverbs 10 and 2. Read that. Proverbs 10 and 2.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death.
That's right. There you go. Popcorn. Okay, that's Ron Tor. Okay, dog, I'm trying to see what is Sirach at 25 and 24. I don't understand what that is. You know what Sirack is? Okay, I don't know what that means, daughter Zan. You talking over my head, sister. Okay, Ron Tor said go to Psalm 73 and 25.
Psalms chapter 73, verse 25. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee.
Oh, okay. Okay, Ecclesiastes. Okay, Ecclesiastes 25. Go to ain't no Ecclesiastes 25. You talking about in the Apocrypha. You say I ain't got the Apocrypha on the table with me. I ain't got the Apocrypha. But see, you talking about the Apocrypha when you talking about 20, because ain't no Ecclesiastes ain't got no 25. Yeah, you talking about the Apocrypha. Yeah, I ain't got that, sister. I ain't got that on the table with me. No, so we got to pass on that. But yeah, I just got the King James version. Yeah, you talking about the Apocrypha. Yeah. The Apocrypha got lies in it too, though. The Apocrypha got truth and false in it. Yeah. Yeah. You talking about, because I ain't got that book. I got it, but I ain't got it in front of me like that. Yeah. You talking about because when you say Ecclesiastes 25, I know, no, that ain't talking about the King James version. That's talking about another book. But you talking about the Apocrypha. Yeah, okay. No, I ain't got the Apocrypha on me. The Septuagint. Right, okay. No, I ain't got that one, sister. Yeah. I'm sorry, I ain't got it on me, sister. I can't go to it. Now, you can go to it and read it for us. I tell you what, do that for us. Go to it and put it up here. Read it for us. Then I'm going to go and close out. The daughter was out. Okay, well, read it for us then. Put it up on the screen because I ain't got it. It's public. Okay. Oh, boy. Hey, read it to us then. Ecclesiastes 26, verse 21. Yeah, read it to us. If you feel like it. You know, if you want to. Okay, yeah. Jonathan Evans, Genesis 3, chapter 3, verse 14 and 15. Put it right quick. Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 and 15.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And Yahweh Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
In other words, he's going to put hatred between the Eve seed and the serpent seed. Because the serpent had sex with Eve first. And that's what he's talking about. You're going to be cursed because you tricked Eve into having sex with you. It was all about sex in the beginning. It wasn't about no apple. It had nothing to do with no apple tree or nothing like that. So he told me he's going to curse him. It was between, matter of fact, watch my video I made. What was the name of that video? Can you remember? I made a video called Cain. Let me see. Man, I forgot the name of my own video, man. Let me see what it's called. Cain and Abel. No, the two Adams. I made a video called The Two Adams and the Mark of Cain. I believe that's it. Two Adams and the Mark of Cain. Just watch that video, brother Jonathan Evans. Okay, daughter of Zion, we're waiting on you to put it up there, sister. He come from go to Genesis chapter 11, I think. No, Genesis is a 10. I think Genesis, the genealogy. Go to 10. I think Genesis chapter 10, that's the genealogy, ain't it? Is it? Read the first. I'm gonna say it. Read Genesis 10.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah.
Yeah, that's read.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer.
Now this where the serpent come from right here. The sons of who?
The sons of Japheth.
Japheth. That's where the serpent come from. Read.
Gomer. And
that's Germany.
And Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras, and the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Rephath.
Russian, Germany. Read.
And Togarmah, and the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanam.
That's Italy and Rome. Keep reading.
By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands.
The isles of the Gentiles came from Japheth. So he out of one of them. He out of one of them. I don't know which one it is, but he one of them.
Every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations, and the sons of Ham.
Now the Ham is over there.
Cush.
I don't need Ham. I just need a Japheth. The two Adams. This is it is. Yeah. See, the serpent came from the Gentiles. Yeah, the Gentiles. Well, brother and sister, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I had a good time, and like I said, I hope everybody got something out of the lesson. And the brothers and sisters, y'all start treating each other with respect and stop hollering and then getting upset and always mad about something petty and stuff. Let the petty stuff go, and we're focused on the right stuff. Yeah. And I'm gonna go and close out. I want to give all credit and honor and glory to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Oh, okay, sister. All right. Don't worry about it. Okay.